My name is Naufal. I'm taking the Bijutsu Shingaku class in KICL.
Udah berapa lama kamu masuk program ini?
I've been doing this program since October of 2024, and I've been in KICL since April.
Oh, April 2024. Oh, oke. Berarti total di KICL sudah hampir 1,5 tahun. Oke. Nah, tapi tadi kan Nova bilang masuknya di April 2024. Tapi kan Nova lulus SMA itu berarti kan bulan Juni tahun sebelumnya ya. Gitu. Sedangkan di KICL tuh sebenarnya kalau mau masuk dari Oktober tuh bisa-bisa aja. Nah, kenapa Nova memutuskan untuk gap year ke April? Kenapa nggak langsung di Oktober?
So in October, I had two choices. So if I decided to I'm just gonna force myself to go into October, and I didn't get into intermediate 1, my Japanese level wouldn't be enough for me. I thought that my Japanese level wouldn't be enough for me to effectively partake in the lessons. And so and also, I don't know if you can see this, but my dad said if I didn't get into intermediate 1 in October, I go into a beginner, instead of continuing there, I'd be there for 1 term and go back home.
Oh. Okay. Jadi ada ancaman dari orang tua juga ya.
Okay. And so I decided that it'd be better for me to go in April. Also, just to prepare my mind more, and also just get better at Japanese as well.
Oke. Nah, tapi gap year dari Juni ke April itu kan lumayan jauh ya. Itu hampir 1 tahun. Sedangkan pasti teman-teman SMA Nova juga udah banyak yang masuk kuliah gitu. Apa nggak ada perasaan seperti ketinggalan atau kok teman-teman gue udah masuk kuliah, gue masuk Nihongo Gaku aja belum gitu?
Yeah. Honestly, I definitely had a moment like that because all my friends are going to university, and by the time I'm getting into the actual university, not even I just finished the Japanese language school and I get into the actual university, all my friends are going to be graduating. But I thought that a lot of people go into university a little bit late as well. So, and another thing is that I'm going to Japan, so I thought that what, that's no problem, and I'm just gonna trust the process and do my thing.
Dan toh teman-teman kamu di Jepang juga nanti usianya juga akan sama kayak kamu kan pas masuk kuliah.
Yeah, and when I came into when I went into arrived into Japan and started studying at KICL, I also met a senpai who is also having the same thing as me. We're also if I am going to university next year, it's also going to be the same age that he's going to university as well. So yeah, it's no problem.
Oke. Baik, jadi tadi kamu udah masuk kelas Bijutsu Shingaku sejak Oktober 2024, berarti dari tahun lalu udah hampir 1 tahun. Boleh ceritakan Bijutsu Shingaku itu apa, terus apa aja yang kamu pelajari?
Bijutsu Shingaku is for the university preparation class, and we learn a bunch of skills that we need to start the university. And one of the first things we learn is Desan, which is still life, and it's actually harder than I thought, because you need to be able to observe what you see and put it on paper, which sounds easy, but when you consider the small details, having just exaggerating small features, just to make it pop out on paper like that. Since I'm taking the character design course, I chose the manga Hyogen, which you have to choose from 2 themes, and choose 2 themes and combine them to make a finished illustration or manga page.
And then we also have Shikisai, which is where there is a theme and you have to make an illustration based on that theme. And the only thing you can use is paint. And you Hyogen that theme into the paper.
Oke. Jadi ada untuk kelas Bijutsu Shingaku juga ada istilahnya penjurusan masing-masingnya. Oh, oke. Apa persiapan yang kamu lakukan untuk ujian masuk universitas?
Right. So other than the school assignments and Japanese practice, I also draw a lot at home, practicing my my desan and my coloring, And also one of the most important for me is building up my portfolio, since I think that like in terms of like where I shine is digital painting, and that's pretty much like the only place I could like show off my skills in that.
Oh oke. Kalau nggak salah tuh minggu kemarin tanggal 15 itu adalah ujian IJU. Itu apakah kamu ambil?
Iya.
Oh oke. Itu gimana rasanya? Itu ujian IJU pertama kali kan buat kamu? Itu gimana rasanya?
I was initially very nervous for the test because in the mock exams I had mixed results, and in the real test I thought that I did all right. The one thing I was able to do was listening the chokai, which I thought that I mostly was able to do. The reading was pretty difficult, but I thought that I could. It was manageable at least. But then the hardest one in my opinion was like the chodokai, which you have to listen to an audio track while also reading the questions and the graphs and stuff on the exam sheet, and I thought that was the hardest one in the test.
Mungkin dari pengetahuan dan pengalaman yang kamu miliki, boleh beritahu bedanya apa ujian masuk universitas di Indonesia sama di Jepang?
The difficulty of like comparing Japanese exams to Indonesian exams, I think it depends on the person, because in Indonesia you have to do like a standardized test, and for every course, for any course you want to take, you still have to learn maths or like any sort of subjects based on the jurusan you're taking, right? But in Japan, you have to do Japanese and also and a test, but that test is mostly only related to what you want to take for the course. So if you want to do an art course, you only have to do art and maybe also some communication and writing skills to explain what you make.
Jadi nggak perlu matematika.
No.
Oke, baik. Oke. Tadi kita udah ngomongin tentang kegiatan kamu di sekolah, ada kelas Bijutsu Shingaku, ada kelas IJU. Boleh mungkin share juga kegiatan kamu di luar sekolah? Kamu ada mungkin rutinitas atau hobi yang kamu lakukan?
To de-stress from school-related stuff, I usually cycle every day to to the mountains or just around the city, and I also like to collect art books. So that I could reference off of it, and also just for my own personal enjoyment. I also like to read manga in my free time.
Oke. Baik. Oke, ini pertanyaan terakhir. Noval udah melalui istilahnya proses yang lumayan panjang ya, dari persiapan belajar bahasa Jepang di Indonesia, terus masuk Nihongo Gakko, terus sekarang udah pernah ikut EJU kemarin minggu lalu, sekarang lagi siap-siap buat ujian universitas yang lain. Mungkin bisa kasih tips atau saran buat Kohai Tachi ya, yang mau seperti Naufal Senpai, yang mau masuk di Bijutsu Daigaku. Mungkin ada nggak persiapan yang bisa mereka lakukan jauh-jauh hari di Indonesia gitu sebelum memutuskan untuk ke universitas atau masuk sekolah bahasa di Jepang?
I feel like the most important thing you have to prepare is Japanese, because in my opinion you have to at least get to intermediate 1 before preparing for university. And the higher level of Japanese that you are in, the easier it is to get into university as well. The next most important thing, in my opinion, is discipline, because Japan is a very punctual country, and if you miss a class or be late, they definitely note it down. And the shisakiritsu, or the attendance rate, is very important for you to get into university. And I think it would be really beneficial if you didn't start off from zero in terms of art skills, because it'll be easier for you to catch up with the art lessons, and it's really helpful if you have even a basic knowledge of art and also know what course you're getting into. So prepare your art skills for the course that you're interested in.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oke, jadi persiapannya bukan setelah tiba di Jepang, tapi dari sebelum di Jepang pun pas lagi SMA udah persiapan bahasa Jepang, sama kalau yang mau masuk seni udah belajar gambar-gambar, dan plus karena mau di Jepang belajar budaya.
Yep.
Oke, terima kasih.